This is Brian King. I'm an adult with ADHD, dyslexia, and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I'm also the proud father of three boys on the autism spectrum, two of whom also have ADHD. I'm here to provide you with insights and sound bites for navigating a fast and furious world with an unconventional mind. This is another edition of Succeed with ADHD Anyway. First, I want to take a moment to tell you about one of our sponsors. It's Educational Advocacy and Consulting, and you can find them very easily online at educationaladvocacyandconsulting.com. These are wonderful advocates that help you navigate the complexities of the special needs world, whether it's IEPs, 504s, or accommodations. I've used them myself with great results. I can't recommend them more highly. You can also find a link to them on my website, which is succeedwithadhdanyway.com. Now, today is a quick lesson, and I'd like to start it with a quote from Michael York. He said, "I think that you have to believe in your destiny, that you will succeed. You will meet a lot of rejection, and it is not always a straight path. There will be detours, so enjoy the view." Now, what if I suggested that you haven't been rejected nearly as much as you think you have? That rejection is actually something you set yourself up for most of the time. Let me explain. We set ourselves up when we make a request of someone and decide in advance that we are somehow owed our preferred answer, which is usually a yes. We make it even worse for ourselves when we have a ready-made story about how awful it would be to hear no, and that the word no means that we're unworthy, unloved, rejected, or some other catastrophic nonsense we tell ourselves. So what's the reality? The reality is that whenever we ask a question of anyone, we typically receive one of three answers. And those answers are yes, no, or maybe. And maybe is indecision. They're not sure yet. So here's the trick I learned that allows me to be rejection-proof a large portion of the time. You ready? Before making a request of anyone, remind yourself what the three possible answers are, which are yes, no, or maybe. Those are the only three answers that you can receive. Then if you know that going in, I want you to establish the following goal. My goal is to find out which of the three choices they're going with. In other words, your goal isn't to hear yes so that you can protect yourself from reciting the catastrophic story of what no means. Your goal is simply to learn what their decision is. So you enter it with curiosity instead of making an unspoken demand. This can be very useful when asking someone on a date, asking someone for a favor, or if you're working at sales, you're working in any business that is very rejection heavy and you need to build up some resilience, this can be very powerful. As much as you may believe that you're in the convincing business in this life and need to win people over to the yes position, the fact of the matter is the decision is theirs. And the sooner you learn to accept it, respect it, and move on, the faster you can find the one who will give you the yes you're looking for. Now run out and collect some decisions. Practice this so you get better at it. The one you want is out there somewhere, and it's your job to find out who it is. But you've got to stick with it. I hope this has been helpful. Please share this episode with anyone you feel would benefit from it. And don't forget to visit my website at succeedwithadhdanyway.com and please leave us a review. Tell us how we're doing. And please feel free to leave a review on either iTunes or YouTube as well, and tell us how these programs have been helpful for you. And be sure to join us next time for another episode of Succeed with ADHD Anyway. This is Brian King saying, thanks for being you.